Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's Nemesis. For those of y'all that are watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It helps YouTube's algorithm push out this content to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody else. Um, if y'all need a one-on-one, it is the weekend, but if y'all email me, I can get you in and we can set you up for a one-on-one today or tomorrow or whenever. Um, if you want to donate to the channel, the link is in the description. Stay your ass off of their social media. If you need a t-shirt, the link is also in the description. Patreon, if y'all join my Patreon, it gives you half off of all one-on-ones, so make sure y'all tap in. Link is in the description as well. Also, y'all make sure y'all go check out my new single, Superstition. It is available here on the channel. It's also available on all streaming platforms with the rest of my music. And it is about my narcissistic experience, and it's about triumphing over that experience. And it also features a voicemail of my ex-narc trying to hoover me, and I ain't going for it. Make sure y'all use it on TikTok, use it in your videos, send it to a friend. It is of the pop genre, so it's easy on the ears. Um, yeah, man, help me get that out there. Y'all have the power to, and I think it's a real good message on toxicity and narcissism. So let's push that out. But anyway, today I'm gonna talk to y'all about narcissists attacking your strengths. Can't even talk. Narcissists attack your strengths. Um, See, a lot of y'all have been convinced that you're not good enough, that you're not loving enough, you're not caring enough, you're not talented enough, you're not handsome enough, you're not beautiful, um, you aren't worth doing this for, you make them feel like this, that, and whatever. I'll tell you something. The easiest way to control anything, it's like, okay, should I use this analogy on here? Fuck it, I'm gonna use it. It's like if you're getting into a fight and you about to get jumped. For those of y'all that don't know what jumped is, that's when more than one person is trying to kick your ass at the same time. So it's like you versus 5 people. You're going to want to take out the one that is the biggest threat first. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna hit the biggest person in the group first. Because 9 times out of 10, if you hit that person and you knock them out or you take them down or whatever, it's gonna strike fear into the rest of the crowd of people, no matter how many people it is. Once they see that big person go down, they're gonna think twice about running up, and you might not be getting jumped anymore. You might have just kicked one big person's ass. And that'll alleviate the rest of the issues. Now, I'm not sure if that was a good analogy, but for those that it registered with, cool. But what I'm trying to convey is you take out the biggest threat to minimize the other threats. I tell people, narcissists look at you as a threat. Now, initially, when they see you, they see how beautiful you are. They see how handsome you are. They see how talented you are. They see how much of a genuine person you are, and et cetera, et cetera. We can go down the list. They see these attributes in you, and initially, they are attracted by it because I don't care who you are. Those are some great traits to have. You're attracted, but see, the thing is that people forget narcissists are extremely insecure. So they can look good. They can be somewhat successful. They can be super successful. But the thing is, when you're insecure, you operate from insecurity. So you can look good. And I've noticed this in dating women myself. The prettier the woman, the more insecure she is. It's not all, but I'm saying majority. So they can look good, they can be handsome, they can be beautiful or whatever. that doesn't mean they see what you see in the mirror. You ever had, I know me, like all my friends, if you're a friend of mine or associate or whatever, spouse, whatever the case is, I'm going to motivate you. That's just what it is. And the point that I'm making is I spent my lifetime motivating so many people because I was able to see the good in them. But no matter how much I put it in front of them, they weren't able to receive that they were fully capable of doing this, or that they look like this, or that they're good at this. So I'm saying that to say the narcissist might be beautiful, handsome, whatever, successful, or whatever. They might not see it, or they don't see it at the same level as you do. That's why they often overcompensate for certain stuff, because secretly they're insecure. So you might be dealing with this handsome narcissist, this beautiful narcissist, or whatever, and you're thinking, well, damn, they look good, or whatever the case is. But they're looking at you like, no, you're handsome, you're beautiful, you're out of my league, you're successful, because they're secretly insecure. So anyway, they're attracted by these traits that you possess. But the thing is, the closer they get to you, the more they see that's really who you are. You're not pretending to be anything like them. This is really who you are, which means this is going to be consistently you. Narcissists are not consistent. They can put up a front, but only for a certain amount of time. That's why I tell y'all, do not worry about them being off with the new supply, because narcissists are maladaptive. That means they cannot change, and also they aren't consistent. Now, a lot of people say, well, they've been over there for 2 months. They've been over there for 6 months or whatever. Just because it's a long time doesn't mean it's consistent. Because some people can only have a threshold of being in a relationship for only 6 months, and then they gotta fuck it up. Some people can only have a tolerance to be in a relationship for a year, and then they fuck it up. But anyway, the closer they get to you, the more they realize that those traits and characteristics that they adore you for, that's who you really are. So they're going to have to consistently deal with that. The more consistent you are being you, the more it bothers them. Because they know that they're putting on an act, and they only have enough juice and supply to put on this act for a certain amount of time. You're going to be consistent. So it's wearing them out, and it's also making them look at themselves. So now they're looking like, okay, well, damn, they're genuinely a good person. I know I'm a piece of shit. And there's no way in hell that they're going to consistently be a good person, or consistently be beautiful, consistently be handsome, consistently be talented, consistently be great, and consistently put up with my bullshit. This is where the shit comes in. They are maladaptive. That means they cannot change. They can only mirror and manipulate. Because if you would have stayed who you were in the beginning, because believe it or not, you're a whole nother person now. You're them now. How they feel about themselves throughout the relationship and towards the end, how you feel about yourself, that's how they really feel about themselves on a consistent basis. But remember, in the beginning, you didn't feel like that. You were happy and full of life. That's because they intentionally had to take you out of that space to coexist with them to their favor. I'm going to say that again. They had to take you out of that happy place for you to coexist with them consistently in their favor. Letting that sink in real quick. So they know, in order for them to be around you and it benefit them, they got to convince you that you aren't who you are, that you're not equal to them either, that you're less than them. So they start making these fucking remarks like, everybody know I work out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know I do music. Um, so I would get shit like, oh well, maybe you need to tighten up on your mix section a little bit. Um, you're huge. Like, I'm trying to think of some specific shit she used to say. The midsection thing for sure. Oh well, you need to tighten up on your abs a little bit. It looks like you're getting, you're gaining a little weight, or you're pretty big. You're not the average size guy. I normally don't date guys this big. I normally date guys like this, that, and whatever the case is. And also, remember, like I said, originally I was a rapper. Now I'm doing the pop thing, and it's not because of her. But one thing she did say was, I don't listen to rap music that much because like I said, I'm initially a rapper, not knowing that I wanted to do pop music anyway. So she would say things like, oh, well, I don't really listen to rap like that. That's fine. I'm making a transition anyway. But I'm trying to get y'all to understand how they will attack your strengths, because your strengths will keep you from being susceptible to their manipulation. Your strengths and your power, a lot of them told y'all, oh, well, you're not beautiful, or oh well, you're not that's their favorite shit to say. Oh well, you're not really my type, or whatever. Then they'll say a type that's less than who you are, so now you start trying to become that type, but really they done got you to operate outside of your power. Like I said, mine used to tell me, oh well, my ex-narc used to tell me, oh well, I don't date guys with face tattoos. I think I mentioned this. So there's one, there's two, there's three, there's fucking four. And I've never had a problem dating any kind of woman with tattoos or none of that shit. She also used to tell me I don't talk to guys with golds, as y'all can see, bling bling. But you say this, but you approached me anyway. You say all of these things, but you inserted yourself in my life anyway. Because if that was truly the case, you wouldn't have said a fucking word to me. And for those of y'all that don't know, she approached me. She started calling me every day. Because we started off, it was on some business shit. She sells beard oils and lotions and all that bullshit. And my beard is still loading now because it's really not in my genes to have one. But believe it or not, I had less than this going on. And at the time, she was like, oh, well, you need to try some of my beard oil. Mind you, I knew her before, but it wasn't on this level. We exchanged numbers. I bought some beard oil, being nice, because I'm a businessman myself. And then ever since I bought that ever since I bought that beard oil, she started calling me every day. And every day became hours and hours and weeks, and then boom. But I said that to say, they tell you all of these things, you're not this, and I want this kind of baby, and I don't want to get married to somebody that does what you do, or whatever the case is. But realize, stop and think for a minute. Stop and think for a minute. Put your emotions in your back pocket. They told you they don't like all these things about you. They told you they would rather this over what you have to offer. But they still was in a relationship with you. They still married you. They still had kids with you. What part of that does not scream insane? You want a person like this, this, and this, and this, and this, which is everything that you are. You say you don't want this, this, and this, right? But they still put themselves in a relationship with you. What part of that makes fucking sense? Well, they started telling me that they don't like women like this, and they wish I was more like this, and they would. Weren't you that same fucking person when they met you and they were love bombing the shit out of you? So you got to think, why is it all of a sudden a problem? That's how you know manipulation is in play. They loved it at first, but now they switch. But see, the thing is, where you have a wrestling moment in your head is, hey, wait, you don't like me anymore? Okay, well, I'll be whatever you need me to be, so you'll like me again, like you liked me in the beginning. Without thinking, you liked me in the beginning for being this person. So for you to switch and say it's not good enough, that doesn't mean I'm at fault. That means something's not clicking in your head, because I've been consistently this person, but you haven't. Let me rewind that. I've been consistently this good person. So for you to tell me, oh, well, you don't like people like this, you changed somewhere. Or either that wasn't you to begin with. And I'm talking about the narcissist. You've been consistent. They changed. Or it wasn't them to begin with. You got to stop and recognize that when they're trying to convince you that, oh, well, you're not nice anymore. You're not. I've been the same fucking person. The only reason I've changed, if any, was due to your abuse. And you weren't abusive at first. You changed into being abusive. So now you don't like the result of your abuse. Use your head, think for a second. It ain't you. It's them. They convinced you that the person that they changed you into wasn't good enough. That's because that's not you to begin with. It's them. So they're projecting to you that they're not good enough because they turned you into them. Now they want to take your energy and act like they're high and mighty. No, I'm going to need my power back. And you continue to be you, and I'll go back to being me. Once you use your logic and step out of your emotion and ego, they become so powerless. You had the power all along, and you will remain having that power, because unlike them, this is who you really are. And who you really are comes from the inside, not somebody else. They don't understand that. That's why when they leave, they become themselves again. And they want to come back because they need your power again. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all go check out my new single, Superstition. It's on all platforms. Share that, send it to a friend. Leave a review on here. It is available on the channel. If you need a one-on-one today, send me an email. Take your power back. Another day, another way. Stay your ass off their social media. You thought you was safe, huh? Another day, another way. You ain't gotta listen. But I know you heard me.